Be vegan. Make peace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule
รายการของเรามีให้หลายภาษาโปรดดู suprememastertv.com/schedule
Due to increasing environmental consciousness, electric cars are spreading rapidly. However, charging them is often an issue. By turning outdoor surfaces into resources of clean energy, p1o2 solar pavers provide an alternative for adapting renewable energy technologies at urban environments.
Catching the Sun. Innovative developments in solar power. Part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Hello and welcome, tech-savvy viewers. I'm Clara. The friendly people of St. Helena thank you for choosing the noble path of compassion by being vegan. May you be in peace and love each day. On today's show, Catching the Sun, Innovative Developments in Solar Power, Part 1 of 2, we'll delve into solar power and how it's expected to play a key role in the transition toward more sustainable lifestyles as the Golden Age progresses. At the University of Toronto, Professor Edward Sargent and postdoctoral fellow Dr. Yi Hao, together with Professor Stefan de Wulf from King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, or KAUST, have developed a unique, highly efficient and stable tandem solar cell. The team of scientists combined crystals called perovskites with silicon solar cells and discovered that the perovskites in the valleys generated an electrical field that separates the electrons generated in the perovskite layer from those generated in the silicon layer. The charge separation increases the amount of excited charges that flow into the circuit. The researchers further enhanced the charge separation by coating the perovskite crystals in a passivation layer made of a chemical known as 1-butane-thiol. The result of this tandem or two-layer design achieved an efficiency of 25.7%, as certified by the Fraunhofer Institute for Solar Energy in Freiberg, Germany. This is among the highest efficiencies ever reported to date for this type of solar cell design. Regarding the project, Dr. Hao says, adding a layer of perovskite crystals on top of textured silicon to create a tandem solar cell is a great way to enhance its performance. But the current industry standard is based on wafers, thin sheets of crystalline silicon that were not designed with this approach in mind. He further elaborated, the fact that we can do all this without modifying the silicon makes it a drop-in solution. Industry can apply this without having to make costly changes to their existing processes. Dr. Stefan de Wulf from King Abdullah University of Science and Technology adds, our approach opens a door for the silicon photovoltaic industry to fully exploit the great advances perovskite technology has made so far. This can bring photovoltaic panels with higher performance at low cost to market. The team's work was published in the March 2020 issue of the journal Science. Another exciting solar advancement was reported in October 2020. The new innovation involves designing solar panels in checkerboard lines to increase their ability to absorb light by as much as 125%. The new design, led by researchers from the University of York and conducted in partnership with Nova University of Lisbon, Portugal, has the potential to produce thinner, lighter, and more flexible solar panels that can be used to power homes and in other applications as well. The researchers demonstrated how simple grating lines in a checkerboard arrangement on a solar cell can enhance the probability of light being absorbed to create electrical power. Regarding the discovery, Dr. Christian Schuster of the University of York says, "We found a simple trick for boosting the absorption of slim solar cells. Our investigations show that our idea actually rivals the absorption enhancement of more sophisticated designs, while also absorbing more light deep in the plane and less light near the surface structure itself. This design offers potential to further integrate solar cells into thinner, flexible materials and therefore create more opportunity to use solar power in more products." The work allows for the expansion of photovoltaics with a much reduced carbon footprint and would be cheaper than existing methods, as well as reducing dependence on silicon as a raw material. Now let's make a visit to Hungary for the next piece of inspiring news. A forward-thinking company in Budapest called p1o2 is using plastic waste to make solar panels, which are then used as pavements. p1o2's solar technology utilizes 400 waste plastic bottles to produce 1 square meter of the solar pavement. By employing a special pressuring method, one solar panel unit provides about 20 watts of energy. The solar panels built into pavements can power buildings and electronic devices through people's footsteps. The solar cells are protected with hardened glass tiles, which allow the pavements to carry the weight of vehicles.
Due to increasing environmental consciousness, electric cars are spreading rapidly. However, charging them is often an issue. By turning outdoor surfaces into resources of clean energy, p1o2 solar pavers provide an alternative for adapting renewable energy technologies at urban environments. It's a smart, space-saving and attractive solution for design-minded and environmentally conscious users to feed outdoor devices such as electric car chargers. To demonstrate this concept, we launched this project with the global leader in industrial real estate, Prologis. The project was to integrate p1o2 solar pavers into the sidewalk near an electric car charging station located at one of their Hungarian properties.
p1o2 solar products are reported to be available in 36 countries. Attentive viewers will now stop for a short interval to pray that sustainable lifestyles will soon be implemented worldwide. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Vegan for total peace.
Welcome back to our show. Various countries are setting renewable energy targets to lower greenhouse gas emissions. In the sustainable solar power science sector, researchers are looking for new ways to boost the light absorption of various types of solar cells. The next exciting new solar innovation comes from Sweden. Research efforts at Chalmers University of Technology are aimed at creating hybrid structure prototypes called Molecular Solar Thermal Energy Storage Systems, or MOST. The proposed project, with support from the EU Horizon 2020 programme, is based on a unique molecular engineering approach that can capture solar energy at room temperature and store the energy for extremely long periods of time, up to 18 years, without significant losses. The MOST project is envisaged to enable the operation of the hybrid system in 2 different modes. In Mode A, the objective is to reach a stable thermal output via mitigating daily solar flux variation. In Operation Mode B, the system targets larger temperature gradients under shorter durations of time. As part of the EU-funded project, the efficiency of the MOST technology will be advanced so as to make the technology cost-effective for various daily applications. MOST coordinator Professor Kasper Muth-Poulsen says, "I am truly excited about this project that is elevating the research from basic demonstrations towards real applications. The goal for the project is to develop prototypes of the most technology to verify the potential for large-scale production and to improve functionality of the system. In yet another innovative development, scientists from Incheon National University, Korea, have designed novel transparent solar cells using thin silicon film. Their research efforts, based on the concept of personalized energy, have the potential to enable on-site energy generation. The unique transparent photovoltaic, or TPV devices, make use of invisible light that falls in the ultraviolet or UV range. The research team explains that the TPV device was made by inserting an ultra-thin layer of silicon between two transparent metal oxide semiconductors. This unique solar cell could potentially translate into next-generation solar applications in a range of window panels or even mobile phone screens. For now, the TPV has a power conversion efficiency of 2.1%, which is rather encouraging since only a small part of the light spectrum was targeted. Professor Kim Chun-dong, who led this study, describes the approach. Our aim was to devise a high-power producing transparent solar cell by embedding an ultra-thin film of amorphous Si between zinc oxide and nickel oxide. We hope to extend the use of our TPV design to all kinds of material, right from glass buildings to mobile devices like electric cars, smartphones, and sensors. These findings are reported in the November 2020 issue of the journal Nano Energy. Solar power devices are known to work by absorbing rays of sunlight during daytime. So can solar technologies also operate at night? Well, actually, they can. Professor Jeremy Munday from the University of California, Davis has come up with a solar device prototype that works during the night after the sun sets. Here's how it works. While solar panels are cold objects pointed at the hot, bright sun to generate power, Professor Munday's proposal would work in reverse by using thermoradiative cells that would heat up and point at the night sky, a cooler environment. A thermoradiative cell will generate electrical current as it radiates infrared light or heat toward the extreme cold of deep space. Professor Munday explains the process. A regular solar cell generates power by absorbing sunlight, which causes a voltage to appear across the device and for current to flow. In these new nighttime photovoltaic cell devices, light is instead emitted and the current and voltage go in the opposite direction, but you still generate power. You have to use different materials, but the physics is the same. Professor Munday's brilliant prototype device is able to generate up to 50 watts of power per square meter, a quarter of what conventional panels can generate in the daytime. The study is published in the 2020 issue of ACS Photonics. And now for our final piece of innovative news, we move to Southeast Asia to visit a floating solar farm. Singapore recently installed a floating solar farm off the coast of the vibrant island city-state to provide clean energy. The solar farm is equipped with electrical panels, control systems, and a 22 kilovolt transformer. The farm involves a total of 13,312 panels, 40 inverters, and more than 30,000 floats, spread over an area about the size of 7 football fields. With a capacity to produce 5 megawatts of electricity, the floating system is designed to power almost 1,500 apartments for an entire year. It is also constructed to withstand changing weather conditions, keeping the platform and all of the operational equipment on board steady. It was a great pleasure to present the brilliant achievements in solar power development featured on today's show. We thank all the innovative engineers and scientists for their efforts to help create a greener future. May heaven bless their noble work. Earth-loving viewers, thank you for your company today during our program. Please join us again on Monday, June 14th for part 2 of Catching the Sun, Innovative Developments in Solar Power, where we'll feature the latest in solar-powered vehicles. Coming up next is the heartfelt work of Stéphanie Besson and Tout Migrant, or We Are All Migrants, part 2 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May you and your loved ones be blessed by heaven every day.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GAT.
Heaven is watching. Stop warring.